Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and we are back for episode 6 of Software Inc. It is currently October of 2010. We have $78 million in our bank account as well as quite a bit in our insurance fund, the further $23 million sitting around in there, and we are currently working on a ton of stuff. So what have we got over here? We've got CAF Editor 3D, which our programming team are currently working on. Programming 3 are currently working on CAF OS XL Plus. I think the Programming 2 are currently sitting around doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, look, they're all just sat here, not doing anything whatsoever, and so we should probably assign them to CAF on your phone. Let's go assign that to Programming 2. Marketing team are working on marketing so much stuff, and then the design team are working on making CAF Sims, a brand new RTS game that we started developing at the end of last episode, and one of the main reasons why I wanted to start developing a game is because we had just patented the VR technology, the virtual reality technology, and then I made an RTS game, a genre which cannot use VR for some reason. Like, I kind of get it if normal RTS games wouldn't really work in a VR scenario, but if you go to a video game down here and want to create an RTS, you can't use virtual reality. It doesn't work. Whereas I think if we maybe use some other stuff, let me go with like 3D graphics. I don't know. The feature depends on the game engine, which is not available on the market. Oh, okay, so we didn't use it, but that's mostly because there is no game engine out there that can support VR right now. I'm assuming that CAF engine doesn't have that capability. So what I might do then, I thought it was just the game genre, but what I might do, what might be a good idea, if that is the case, is reassign this. So this is just for design 1, and then let's assign team number 2, and I'll press play here so things are going kind of doing stuff in the background here. And I think we'll have team 2 work on CAF VR engine, like a new game engine that can support VR games, so that we can then start to make VR games, because I think if we could be one of the first out there with those VR games, that could also be a huge, like, stream of revenue for us as well. So we'll make a game engine, we'll have it be a successor to CAF engine, I don't really see why not, and we'll give it everything, we'll give it all this stuff, we'll give it everything that it had before. I'm down to give it absolutely everything, because I like the idea of my design team just having a lot of stuff to do. We'll do all this, yes, shadows, it can have all of it, visual scripting, yep, it can have that. The key bit just being that it has VR. So all of these ones that we haven't checked, we can't check because we've got better stuff. So we've got HD audio, we don't need 8-bit, we've got 3D rendering, we don't need 2D rendering. That all looks pretty good. We've already called it CAF VR. We will price it at like $99.99. That's quite a big drop from the $123 that you recommended. Actually, yeah, you know what? We'll charge it like $109.99. We'll charge it there. We'll bring it up a little bit, but not quite as much as they recommended. As for all of the software, we'll go with our usual strategy of going with the newest release that is also good. It looks like Final Pro 14, released in December 2008. That is the only one that anybody is using, so I guess we'll go ahead and use that. We are currently working on our own 3D editor, but until it's finished, I guess we're still going to stick with GFX Studio 4. That's the one we've been working with pretty much non-stop up until now. We'll use CAF Wave XL Plus 2008 as our audio tool, because it's the newest one that we've made and it looks pretty good. Operating system, we will develop it. We want to make sure we do this right here, so we'll go by active users. We'll develop it for all of the operating systems that have a large amount of users, but then also CAF OS Plus, CAF OS, and CAF OS 0 maybe? CAF OS 0 isn't even on that list. I don't know, but we'll add it to all of those. We'll make sure we have support for our own platforms, obviously. And that looks pretty good. It put the time up to 4 years because we're developing it for so many operating systems. We don't want it... Oh, we could make it in-house. We could make it in-house because then we kind of have that lockdown on the VR space. But I think at the same time, it's probably just as good of an idea to allow anyone to use it, because I think if we did try and make it in-house, it wouldn't be too long before somebody else came out with an open source one that everybody else could use. We want Design 2 to be working on this, and we'll click OK. Alright, develop. I don't want to start marketing this yet, but somebody did point out in the comment section that we should probably look at marketing via the internet, at least the internet, right away, because if we look at the internet, if we go to market here, the internet is free. You'll see if we click radio, the budget goes up, click newspaper or television, the budget goes up, but it is free to advertise on the internet. Now, we do run into the issue of, even though it's free, we are still paying our marketing team to do it, and as of right now, as we mentioned at the end of last episode, our marketing team is currently stretched pretty thin. They're working on 3 different projects. I would like to get them to start promoting CAF OS XL, I want to start promoting CAF Editor 3D, and so I am wanting to start marketing more stuff and start marketing more stuff earlier, but what I'm going to start with in today's episode is I want to build a bit of a new building, and I want to hire a whole new marketing team, and I also want to start looking at HR, human resources, and project managers, because you can actually educate certain employees, especially those in lead roles, to take on project management and then start developing software themselves and start to automate the process of like assigning different programs to different teams and moving software through the development cycle and getting it out the door without me having to individually go through and make sure that everything is perfect. So I'm not quite sure how the whole building thing works with the road here. Like, let's go down to the bottom floor here, so we're working on the right floor. Actually, you know what could be cool? If we, let's do something like this then. Let's build I want to build, I can't do that. Does it have to be, I can totally do that. Okay, yeah, what I'm thinking is, I will buy quite a bit of space here. So let me get rid of this. Let's go back into build mode. I'm thinking I want to buy quite a bit of space coming this way. So I'll buy like all this. Actually, no, I'm just going to buy all this, because it's really not that expensive. And I'm thinking, I don't know if you can build across the road. I don't know if that's a thing. But even if it is, I don't really want to build across the road. I think that would look a little bit ridiculous. What I think I'm going to do instead is build like a corridor that's going to, why can't I do that? The structure is not supported? Oh, is it because, why is that? Maybe you're not allowed to build directly across the road? It shows like a little pillar there or something. I'm not quite sure what that is all about. But let's see. So we can build a room over here. No? The structure is not supported? What do you mean the structure is not supported? It probably means that there is nothing to hold it up. So I guess we're going to have to start. Let's go to the bottom. Oh, did we go 2 floors up? We did. Okay. Let's start on the bottom floor here. And let's build just a big building. Not too big. I kind of want it to be the same width as the building across the road. Let's build something like that. And then let's see about... So I don't want this here. Actually, I put this in the wrong place. Let's go ahead and just demolish this room. Yep, get rid of it. Destroy. All right, let me try it on the 2nd floor, maybe. I still don't think that it's going to work. Yeah, you cannot build on top of roads. That's a little annoying. So is there no way for me to connect this up? Do I have to just have my employees walk across the road if they want to get to the other building? I guess. Is that just... I think that's the only thing that's going to happen. What we'll do is we will build... I don't want to do... Oh, we could have just done that, I guess. We could have just done that, but I don't really want to just copy and paste the same building we have over here. Do I want to copy and paste the same building we have over here? I don't really want to, but I feel like it's going to be so much easier. Actually, none of the stuff is saved, because I had to do some weird stuff with my game save and moving PCs and stuff. It's a long story, but I guess we can't do that anymore because they are not saved. Either way, I did want to change that a little bit, because we had it pushed right up against the road, which is not what I wanted. I want it to be like one back a little bit. And also, let's make sure we are, again, on the bottom floor there. I don't want to build in the sky. We probably can't build in the sky. So let's do something like that. That looks pretty good. It's the same width. It's not the same width because this one goes out to the road and this one... it's fine. It's fine. We'll leave that there. We will stick down some doors on the front. We'll have a nice, again, double glass door like that. That is not at all centered, so let's get rid of that and try again. Do we have a middle to this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3... No, there isn't a middle. Okay, let me... Wow, I am messing this up big time here. Let's do something like this. Like that. Let's merge these 2 rooms, at which point they will be even. Let's go to build mode, do that, and do that. Merge those together. And there we go. Okay, so now we can go to doors. Now we can put this down right about there. Yeah, that looks like it's in the middle. Let's throw some lights in there as always. We'll probably go with windows just to make it look a little bit nicer than it normally does. What are we using over here? I think we're using, yeah, these windows right here. We'll do something like that. I do kind of like the full windows, but I don't know if they're going to work so well in an office space. I think they look pretty weird on, like, the side walls. I kind of like them on the front, but... this is fine. This is fine. It's looking very similar. But what we'll do over here, this is pretty good. We'll have, like, a big window along the back as well. And I think what we'll do in this room, instead of having just 2 long rectangular rooms, I kind of want to go with a bit of a different look to the rooms. I kind of want to go with a bit of a different shape. And so what I'm thinking is that we're going to have like a corridor that comes along the middle here. But then I'm kind of going to go with a bit of a room that looks something like that, maybe. Kind of has like an angle on it. And then you get in using a double door like there. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Maybe have like marketing team 1 in here. And then on the other side, we can have marketing team 2 in here. Is that central? I don't... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's central. Okay. It didn't look central for some reason, but we'll bring this down. We'll do the same thing here. So 2 across, 2 down. Hook it up like that. I like that. I like that a lot. It's got rid of all of our windows because when you build the windows like I did, I clicked and dragged all of the windows in at once. It kind of makes them all the same. But you know what we'll do? We will have... I kind of like the idea of having windows along here, like on the inside, to give the building like a bit more of an open feel. So, you know, like they don't feel closed in this little room, and people on the outside can see what's going on, make sure there's no shady business happening inside the marketing department. So I think we'll do something like that. I might end up with like a reception in the front here and maybe like a different room for some other stuff, but I kind of like this. It's different, which is one of the main things that I like. Let's put in some other windows. So let's put in like a few of these like that, and then I guess like that maybe? I don't really... Yeah, you know, that's fine. That's fine. I kind of like that. So we'll do that. We'll do that. That's not how I did it before. I had one there and then not there. Get rid of you. And then we'll do the same on this wall. We'll go 1, 2, and 3. So there we go. It's nice. It's symmetrical. It's looking pretty good for now. There is a bit of wasted space here, I guess, in the middle. We could probably get away with doing something like that, maybe? And then merging those two rooms together. If we merge those and then do the same on this side, if we do that, can we then merge those two rooms together? So they're kind of like next to each other. At which point, I kind of want to move the door. So let's go ahead and just delete both of those. Apparently, I don't know why you can't move doors. That seems like a really weird thing. I'd assume you can just right-click and move, but apparently you got to delete it and put a new one in. But we'll put one in, again, right about there in the middle, and then there in the middle. All right, beautiful. It's real weird. I don't know if it's going to work out all too well, but I kind of like it. And then, you know what, we'll go with, like, big glass. I don't want a door there. And then we'll go with, like, a big glass window between the two, so the marketing teams can see what's up and do all that kind of thing in there. So now we've got that. Let's go over to the furniture mode and let's build some desks. You know what? We'll give the marketing guys some nice glossy white desks. We'll have something like that. We'll have one guy, I guess, like down here. We'll have... Ooh, actually, do I want him there? I think if we move this over by one, if we put that there and we put that there, that's going to give us a bit more room for maybe another... You know, actually, it's probably going to make more sense to do it like this, to kind of bring that back one, put another table there. So now we can have 1, 2, 3, 4. I would kind of like to get a fifth marketing team member in here, maybe there. That's it's a real weird room, but I think it's going to work just fine. So we'll put somebody there, you can go there, you can go there, and then you can go over there. We have given them all... Actually, no, we'll move... yeah, we'll move this so it's not, like, blocking this little way, like, this little pathway here. It will be blocking the door a little bit, but that should be... Yeah, it should be fine. There's a big double door. Yeah, we could put, like, they don't need the double desks. We could just put, like, we could put another chair there, another chair here. We could cram a lot of people into this small space, but I kind of like spacing things out a little bit. Not a huge fan of this, actually, now that I'm looking at it. It's I don't like how just random it is. So I'm thinking maybe we move this and put that there, and then maybe move these over to here. Make it a little bit more symmetrical, or at least a little bit more organized, I guess. And then we'll move, like, I don't like this guy sitting right up against the window either. And so I'm thinking maybe we put him or her down here, like that. I kind of like that a little bit more. Let's throw down computers for everybody. You can have one, you can have one, you can have one, you can have one, and of course you can have one. What else do we want in here? We want it to be a nice place. You know, we want people to like where they are. We'll put some lamps in case they stay when it's dark, because they should all be staying fairly late. And then let's put some plants in there. Let's go for some of the plants that we never use, like a table cactus. Let's put like a table cactus there. Let's put like a little flower in the corner there. Let's give, I don't know, this guy a table cactus. Let's put... there's no really a place to put a big TV. I guess we could put it on the wall there. If I halve the grid, does that make it easier to put... Oh, it does. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. It's not quite central. It's actually a little bit over to the right. But if I put it there, it's a little bit over to the left, so it doesn't really matter. I kind of like it a little bit over to the right instead. We do want to make sure the temperature is stable, so let's go ahead and put like a radiator in there. We'll put one in over there. We'll stick to our usual little fans. We'll put one there. We'll put one there. We'll put one like there. Sure, I like it. Let's double the grid again so it's easy to put stuff down. And I kind of like that. It's a nice little marketing place. Maybe get some pictures in there. What is that? It's an outdoor lamp. We should probably look at getting... some of those up as well. A small pine tree? Oh, we can plant those outside. That's pretty cool. But let's look at... actually, we should probably put phones down. Yeah, phones. The marketing team are all about having fun. So let's give everybody on the marketing team a phone. And then, I believe... actually, no, let's go with like a bookshelf. I really like making these places look pretty nice. I wish I could put that bookshelf on a slant there. If I make this smaller, can I put that on a slant? No, you can't. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. I wish I could put it on the diagonal there, but it looks like I cannot. So it looks like I'm not really going to be able to put that anywhere whatsoever, which I guess is fine. And then finally what we'll do is we'll have like another double desk there. We'll put a coffee machine on it so they can get coffee if they want, because right now they don't have their own little like coffee area. So we'll put a coffee machine or an espresso machine right about there. We'll put a water fountain, I guess like right here next to this guy's desk, and they've kind of got everything they need contained within here. They don't have food, which is a bit of a downside. I'll probably set up an actual lounge area like somewhere over here with some couches and some bookshelves and a fridge, maybe a stove and a vending machine and stuff like that. I do like pictures though. Let's get like some pictures going on the walls here if we can. We should be able to put pictures on the diagonal. We totally can. Again, let's double the grid a little bit to try and get it as central as we can. Kind of wish the pictures were different, but that's fine. But there we go. I think that is a good, nice looking room for our office for the marketing guys. And so now we just need to copy everything from here over to the other room. And there we go. We now have our two identical marketing rooms for marketing team 1 and then what is going to be the new marketing team 2, which I will hire in just a second. So let's go ahead and assign this. So we'll switch teams. I want marketing 1 to be in here. I'm going to unassign marketing 1 from the top floor of this building. I think right now they're in here. Yeah, let's take them out of there. We'll assign this to, I guess, nobody for now. I don't really want anybody in there just yet. We're going to have a new team, which is going to be our human resources / project management team are going to be in this room. But then let's put together a little bit of a lounge area for these guys, just so they don't start complaining about being hungry, about not having food, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking we'll have it like, I want to double the grid again, so it's a bit easy to put these walls down. I'm thinking we're just going to have it be along like this wall here. We'll have just like, this could be the lounge room over here. Again, let's go back to furniture. Let's get some nice couches in there. We'll put, it's a bit thin, but I think that's going to be fine. So we need a door to start with, actually. Let's go back here. Let's grab a door. Let's put one of these nice. We'll put a single door in. We don't really use single doors all too often. I feel like we should use them a little bit more often. Let's put, you know what? Yeah, let's put a sofa there, but then let's move it over to there because I kind of want to have it be there instead. Then let's duplicate it. Let's have another one there. Let's get, I guess, like a stove going. We'll have like a little kitchen-y area over on that side, so we'll have a stove. We will have a refrigerator. We'll put the refrigerator down like that. We'll put a vending machine there as well. We'll put, I guess, like a TV on the wall there so they can watch TV together if they want to do that kind of thing. And then we'll put bookshelves either side of it. I don't know if the bookshelves... Oh, I didn't want to do that. I don't know if the bookshelves actually... Why can't I put... Oh, it's the TV. I don't know if the bookshelves actually do anything, or if they're just there to, like, make the place look prettier. Maybe reduce stress, increase morale. I don't quite know. But we'll put one there, and then we will delete that one. And I think for now, that should be fine. You know, we'll put down some more plants. We'll put down, like, a plant there. We'll put down some tall plants. I'll double the grid again so we can get these down nice and symmetrical. Put down some tall plants like that. Give the whole place a little bit more life to it. And I think that looks pretty good. We'll put down one of these in as well, just so, you know, they can be nice and cool when they're in their break room. And I will limit the use of this room to, I don't want it to look lounge or canteen. You know what? I'll just leave it open. I'll say anyone. Anyone can go in there at any time to do any of the stuff they want to there. And then we should probably also look into toilets, because right now their only option is to leave the building, walk around, go into this building, walk all the way down, go down into the basement, and then use one of the 4 toilets that our current, I think, 30 employees all share, which I don't think is a good idea. We should probably increase the number of bathrooms that we have kind of throughout our facilities. But for now, in this new area, we will give these guys the best of the best. These guys can actually have, like, they'll have a toilet to use, so we'll put like one there. We'll put them all along here like that, and then we'll just make all of these like individual cubicles. I'm really hoping that we don't start seeing people coming across. Actually, let me merge those rooms again because I want to make that one further back. I'm really hoping that we don't see people coming from the other room over to this room to use the toilets, because that's really not the idea here. I'm hoping that they will continue to use their own building and not try and walk across the street to get to it. But if they do, we can always change it and build a bigger toilet or a bigger restroom down in the original building. But now we've got that, let's go ahead and get some lights. We'll do the same thing that we did before. We'll put one light into each of these like so. We do want to make sure that we put a door on there. Then let's just move both of these. You can go there, and you can go there. We should probably not use glass doors. I wonder if they would use these still if they had glass doors. I'm assuming they would, but I'm not too sure. We'll put that on like that, and then we'll just have a mirrored door over on this side like that. Sure, and I guess we want to have like maybe a fluorescent light in the middle here. I say in the middle, but as we have figured out from the past, I am not always the best at figuring out the center point for these guys. I'm thinking there and like there. You know what? That is good enough for me. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. We've got this nice open little area in the middle. I might decorate this up a little bit in the future, put some like pictures on the walls, put some flowers out there, and get some bookshelves and stuff. But for now, this is looking pretty good. Our marketing teams now have places to work. And so, let's go ahead to manage teams here real quick. Let's create a new team. We'll call it Marketing, not in caps. We want to make sure it's Marketing 2. And then let's go ahead and actually, let me make sure that's capital 2 just so that everything matches. Then let's go ahead and hire, I guess, like 5 new people for the marketing team. How many people do we currently have? We have 6. Let's hire, well, how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we'll move one of our current people over to the new marketing team, and they could be the base for which we start the new marketing team. So let's see. You know what, we'll go with, actually, who's been at the company the longest? 8 years? I just want to make sure we don't get the lead. Actually, there is no lead because we're all marketers. We should really have a lead though. But let's go with Jonathan here. I'm going to change you. You're going to start working on Marketing 2, and then what I will do is we'll hire 4 new people to go alongside you. We'll make sure that they all have personalities that match Jonathan's, and therefore should match all the rest of the marketing team, so that in the future, if we want to, we can always go mix and match with our marketing guys. We want to make sure the compatibility is as good as possible, and I'm going to go with you. We'll go you. I like the younger people, but I also kind of want to get the people who are 100%. And I think that's 4. Could I hire this guy? I didn't even look at the social aspects. I think they should be fine. But we'll hire you. There should now be 5 people on Marketing 2. Oh no, I hired them all on the programming team. They're all working with the programmer. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I'm going to fire them all. Not because they were bad, but because I think we hired them based on compatibility with the wrong person. Another thing we should do is let's put like another 25... You know what, let's put like another 25 million into our insurance here, because it should give us some better employees. So we'll put that in there, and we'll look to hire some more people. We'll go for marketing again, salary up there, cost up there, begin looking. I want to make sure they're set to programming, marketing too. Let's go compatibility. Good, so we will hire you. Let's hire you, and then one more person will hire you. Okay, beautiful. So now there should be all of the people. There should be 5 people on Marketing 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That totally is cool stuff. So let's hit play. Let's get people back into work again. A fresh day is starting. I'm going to start marketing a bunch of new stuff. So let's start marketing CAFOS plus Excel. I will assign that. I'm going to start marketing it everywhere, and we're going to assign that to Marketing 2 as well. We're going to get them going with just a ton of new stuff. So start campaigning. We're going to start a new marketing campaign for CAF Editor 3D. That is also going to be headed up by Marketing 2 as well. We'll start the campaign, and other than that, that looks pretty good right now. Do I want to start marketing CAF on your phone? You know what we will do? We'll start marketing CAF on your phone. We'll see if we can get like a really big push on marketing this time, like better than we've ever done before, and see if it has any massive impact on how our sales do, if we do like a lot better than we've done before. But we'll speed this up, and everything should be looking pretty good now. So these guys are all marketing stuff. Everything is doing well. What I want to do now is I want to start looking at hiring more leads, getting a human resource team going, and getting some project managers going. So, for example, if we were to go and look at one of our teams here, let me see if I can find the lead. Here we go. Isaac is the lead of Programming 1. And if we right-click on him, we can educate employee, and you'll see that we can educate him in a bunch of different stuff. We can make him a better programmer or marketer or whatever, but we can also teach him in project management and HR management. And so what I'm thinking is that we'll make all of our leads right now project managers, because it says project managers allow the leader to take over development cycle by automatically designing new products and delegating work to specific teams. And so I'm thinking if we make all of our leads project managers, hopefully what will then happen is that they will start developing new software on their own, and then the lead who is a project manager from the design team will say to the lead who is a project manager from the programming team, here you go, you can do this now, we're going to assign this to you, and then they will start working on that. And then I also want to have a completely separate HR management team, and it says HR allows the leader to take over HR responsibilities like hiring, firing, settling disputes, raises, and education. So every time they come to me with asking for a raise, we'd have to do that. If a certain person needs educating in something, the lead will now be able to do that. And so I'm thinking I might just send this guy off. I don't really want to send everybody off for 6 months, but I think we might just go for 6 months without having any leads and have everyone go and do project management. And then when they all get back, have everyone go and do HR management. And then hopefully we'll have a team of leads who are incredibly good at their jobs. Quite possibly. So we'll say start education there. Let's see if we can find all of our leads. So who is the lead over here? That is you. I'm going to educate you. We'll send everyone off to project management first, and we'll see how that works out. So that's that team done. Who is the lead for programming 2? I don't know. Quite a lot of my people are all set to any role, which they shouldn't really be, because we do want to make sure that we have the lead who is dedicated as the lead person. It looks like you're an artist, and who are you? You are a programmer. Where's everybody else? Where is the rest of programming 2? Did people call in sick? It is always a possibility. Do we have the lead for design 2? I think, again, we're going to have to look at every single employee here to see who has the lead skill, because a lot of the time, I've just kind of left them here. And knowing my luck, this seat here will be for the lead. Let's have a look. So you're not doing it. How about you? You're also not the lead. Where are all of our leads at? Do we have leads for these teams? I'm fairly certain that we should. Maybe everyone's just decided to take some time off. Any role? Nobody's in that chair. Let's have a look again. Who is the lead here? You look like you are the lead, and you are set to any role. I'm going to set you as the lead, even if you're not the lead. There we go, lead. And let's change your education status. You're going to go become a project manager. Then over here we have, who do we have here now? Oh, are these the, oh, okay, so this is where all of our random people are now. Because there's the lead for programming 2. She should be downstairs in the programming 2 room, but because this room's open, she's decided to come and sit up here. So we'll change your employee details. You can go and work in project management as well, yes. Do we have any other leads? Who are you? You are any role, but are you a lead? You are not. You're a programmer from Programming 2 who's just decided to come sit up here for some random reason. You're a marketer. You should also not be up here. Probably just nostalgia the reason you're here. And then you are also not a leader. Okay, I'm going to limit this room to meetings. I'm going to limit it to meetings. I want you guys out. I don't want anyone, no one should be in here. Nope, nobody should be in here. It should be for meetings only. That's it. Okay, no, nothing else. They're not going to leave, I don't think, but that's fine. So we've sent off a bunch of people. I will accept all of your raises, everybody. That is fine. Yes, I will accept that. So we've sent everybody off. Everybody's now being educated and doing all that kind of stuff. We should probably, it looks like we should invest in some new car parking as well. That is one thing that I wanted to do earlier when I accidentally clicked on the blueprints button. I wanted to go to roads and get some more parking. There we go. So anybody working in this section can actually go to work in this section now. Are people using this room? Some of them are. A few. Not... Actually, no. It looks like this room's full. Yeah, they're all using the room. Cool. So you know what? I'm actually going to really quickly assign all of these people to their furniture, given that they're all in the right room. So let's just assign everyone here. So hopefully, they shouldn't leave this room. They should always come and work in this room, and they should always work in exactly the same place. They shouldn't move desks. They shouldn't go try and work on the top floor of the first building. They should stay in here and just continue to work there. Cool stuff. All right, CAFOS Plus is well on its way. That's looking good. We have 5 new deals on the table. I should definitely look into some of the hosting ones here. I'll accept these and set them to server 10. Again, I really wish that it would just default to server 10. We should probably make server 0 server 10. That would have made life a lot easier. But if we hook all of those up, that's going to go ahead and give us a bit more money every month, which is good. We did lose a bit of money when we spent all that money sending everybody off for education, but that's also just fine. And what I would like to do now, whilst we're kind of just waiting for our leaders to come back to become project managers, and we can send them off again to go and learn how to become HR people, what I would also like to do is look at buying more stocks in companies. I also figured out between episodes that there is a tab over here for all of the companies that we own. If we look at stocks down here, you can see all of the stocks that we own. So we own, up here we can see our own stocks. We, of course, own 3 of our 5 there. We've bought 3 companies, them being Mantap, Punch Industries, and I'm wondering if the third one went bankrupt. We can also see here the change. So it looks like all of the companies we've bought are currently making money. None of them are negative. None of them are losing money. So everything's looking pretty good. We have VR here. We're charging a 12% royalty to use VR. So if anyone wants to use that, they have to pay us, which is good. And what I'm thinking about doing now is doing a similar thing. Ooh, let's quickly move this over to beta. We're still marketing it, which is good. Move that over to beta. We're almost ready to move CAF editor over to beta as well. Actually, this is almost done. Wow, okay. I really didn't think that this would be ready so soon, but it's almost done. Do we want to release in January of 2011? I think, if I'm not mistaken, our last release of an operating system was November of 2009. So it's been about 14 months, just over a year, since we last released that. But we've been marketing it for a long time now, and we have a massive active user base. So possibly releasing this new operating system might do well, or it might crumble because so many people are not willing to move over yet because they've just bought the other operating system. I'm not quite sure, but I guess we're never going to know unless we test it. So I'm going to release CAFOS Plus XL. People could just think of it as a new iteration of the same operating system, but we'll go ahead, we'll market it everywhere. Of course, we want marketing 2, I think, doing that. Start campaign. We're almost done with CAF Editor as well, so we'll go ahead and release that as well, and we'll continue having marketing to market that at the same time. I also don't know if releasing 2 pieces of software simultaneously in any way hurts the software. Like, I don't know if that's a thing that happens or not, but everyone's doing stuff. You're not doing anything anymore. Programming 1 are not doing a single thing. That's because the design team are actually for once behind the programming team, so the programming team have absolutely nothing to do until CAF Sims is ready. But CAF Sims sure looks like it's going to be done fairly soon, so we'll keep Programming 1 and Programming... Actually, you know what? We'll assign Programming 1 with Programming 3 onto support, just in case next month we have like 10 million tickets. Doesn't look like we do. We've got a new product review. They highly recommend CAFOS Plus XL. Who saw that one coming? And Gaming on Caffeine shines with CAF Editor 3D. Beautiful. Not quite sure how they're doing monetary-wise. Let's stop marketing CAFOS Plus at this point, because that is utterly pointless. So let's just go ahead and end that. CAFOS XL will also end that, even though it's still making money. CAF Engine, we will also stop marketing, just because I want to start marketing the new one that we're going to start making. So we'll start marketing that. We'll have Marketing 1 market that. So the base marketing team, you can go ahead and start marketing that. That's real early. We usually don't start marketing in the design phase ever. So, and especially for a game, actually, I think we should also have Marketing 1 start on marketing the new game that we have out. And you know what? I'll have Marketing 1 and Marketing 2 work on that. I want 2 teams. I want it everywhere. I want to go real hard on video games. So I think video games could be a big source of income for us if we can get that done right. So let's move designs up to the top here. All the rest of this is still marketing. CAFOS Plus has already made 3 million. CAF Editor 3D has already made over 8 million. I think both of those have therefore become just instant profits for us. Let's have a look at... let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's look at profit. Yep, CAF Editor 3D is now our 3rd most profitable piece of software ever. CAFOS Plus is our most profitable piece of software, so hopefully CAFOS Plus XL, which is currently climbing the ranks, could continue that and do what every other operating system we've ever released has done, and kind of sell more and more and more as time goes on. I'm hoping that's the case. We kind of have a team here where we're not doing anything right now, but that's fine. We're waiting on our design team to finish making CAF Sims, which should be done fairly soon. And then once they're done with that, around the same time, it looks like CAF VR Engine is going to be ready, so we can start getting our programming teams working on that. And everything should be pretty good. We made 2 million that month from CAFOS, so it didn't make more, but it still made a lot. And we still made another 8 million from CAF Editor 3D. I wonder if that could be a contender for our most profitable piece of software. I don't know if I see it outclassing CAFOS or CAFOS Plus, but it could. It quite possibly could. So we're almost there on CAF Sims. We're almost there. We're also there on with CAF on your phone, which is currently being worked on by Programming 2. So we'll speed this up a little bit. This should hopefully be pretty much done by maybe the end of this month, possibly the end of next month. Everyone is going to start going on holiday soon, which is going to be a bit of a pain. We've had like 2 months now with Programming 1 and Programming 3 not doing anything. We should have really looked into our deals, because some of the more expensive deals are ones that want development. They want us to start producing stuff, but at the same time, I have no idea how long that stuff's going to take. And so instead, I'm going to wait until these become outstanding, which will be any second now. And then once they do become outstanding, we will develop them. We'll reassign them to, we'll say, Programming 1 can work on that. They can start working on CAF Sims. Are we still marketing CAF Sims? We are not. It looks like we've marketed it as much as we can. We'll start marketing it again. Now? Can we start marketing it again? Let me see. I'm going to slow down a little bit so that I can do CAF VR in a second. Marketing 1. Can you start marketing that? No, they've marketed it as much as they can, which is fine. And then as far as CAF VR goes, let's develop that. Let's assign that to Programming 3, not Design 2. And then, I guess at this point, we have to start making new software, because we have our 2 design teams who are not doing anything now. So, We don't have our game engine yet, which is a little annoying. I would have kind of liked to have started to make a game, but I guess... I don't know. I feel like operating systems are a super safe bet. Like, we can make another operating system and it's just going to do perfectly. We've got a 3D editor. We've got an audio tool. We've got antiviruses. We could make just new antivirus and new office software. You know what? We'll make a new office software. We'll call it CAF PowerPoint. Sure. We'll give it all the stuff. You know, it can be a spreadsheet thing as well. That's fine. We'll give it all of this. Office software tends to go pretty well for us with CAF Excel, our most recent piece of software doing particularly well. What has the most active users? It's Final Pro 4. We should probably look actually into making a 2D editor as well, actually. So you know what? We'll go with server 7 for that, server 10 for that. Let's add this to... I'm just going to do all of these operating systems. I really see no point in... I don't know. We'll not do the bottom two there because that seems a little ridiculous, maybe. So we'll remove that and we'll remove that. But we'll assign that to design 1. Not programmer, just design 1. The price, we will put it at 170. 00. Flat 170. I'm not going to make it a sequel just because I think that's going to undo all the stuff we've just done there. So we will design that, or we'll develop that. That's looking good. We'll start, yeah, so what we'll do is we'll have marketing 1 just using internet marketing to market this. Because that's going to cost us nothing apart from the marketing team's time. And then what we'll also do is we'll start developing more software. We will develop a 2D editor. We'll call it CAF Editor 2D to go with CAF Editor 3D. It is going to be original IP. We haven't made one before. We will, again, just do everything at this point. Like, we just want to make the best software that's out there. We'll add it to all the operating systems, apart from, I guess, these bottom 3. CAF OS 0, you know, we could support, but it's, like, really old at this point and nobody's using it, so I don't really see the point. Design 2 could work on that. We will sell it for a flat 215. Original IP, SMC can go on server 10. That all looks good. Develop. Alright, cool. Yes, I would like to start marketing it. We will assign marketing 2 to that one, and the internet only. Cool. We've got $122 million. We made a ton of money. We're up to 800,000 fans. I think we were 100,000 at the beginning of today's episode. But let's speed this up a little bit. The alpha is going on for CAF VR and CAF Sims. Everyone's working on that. The cleaner's in. She's doing her thing. Everyone's going to go on holiday soon. Is my leader back? My leader should be back now. And so, let's see here. I think this is Isaac. Yeah, let's go educate you again. Let's educate you in HR. And then who is the lead over here? That would be you. Let's go ahead and educate you again. You can go away for a few more months and learn some more HR as well. Who is the lead up here? Did we find the lead for this team? I know we didn't find necessarily all of the leads. And it looks like we haven't again, which is a real shame. Why are people in this room? They should not be in this room ever. But you're a lead. Let's go ahead and educate you in HR as well. You are not a lead, you are not a lead, and you are not a lead. Do we have a lead over here? We definitely do, because all these guys have just got enough from a table, which means the lead guy, there he is, has just told them all to sit down. You can go learn how to be a HR guy as well, and we will speed this up again. So, all of our leads are going to be gone for a full 6 months. They're going to come back pretty soon. CAF on your phone is ready to move into beta. I think we were marketing this before. I will try marketing it again. Absolutely everywhere, but we might have marketed it as much as we possibly can. We'll do it with both, I guess, not the programming team. You know what, we'll just do it marketing too. Start campaign. They're still marketing it, they're just hyping it up as much as they can, and that's going to release fairly soon. I'm not a huge fan of this over here. You have to right-click to close these, but sometimes when you right-click, it just opens up the wheel, which is a little annoying. But CAF on your phone looks like it's about to be released. We'll probably hold off until... Ooh, yeah, we'll probably, let's assign that to nobody. And I'm probably just going to sit on that until August, when everyone's back off holiday, and they can all start to work on it full-time again. CAF Editor 3D is still making a ton. It's almost our most profitable piece of software ever. It's our second most profitable piece of software. Looks like it's going to take it over, if I'm being fair. It's made $7 million, like, every month consistently. So it looks like that is going to be our most profitable piece of software. CAF OS plus Excel made a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't a waste of time in any way, but it didn't quite make as much money. But one thing I didn't do is I didn't look at the stocks of the company. So let's have a look at, like, a brand new company. And let's see here. So I think I might just buy out stocks. Look at these guys. Age LLC. You know, I'm going to buy out Age LLC. I'm going to buy them out and take all that. So they can't buy it. They might buy it back, but we're going to buy all that. You know, I'm going to buy all this as well. We're just going to buy out stocks in these newer companies that are... Oh, gosh, look at these ones. These ones are expensive. change. They've made a lot of money, though. Age Garden? Is that made by the same company who own... So I think the most popular Age Studios is like the most valuable company. Age-Back Digital is the most profitable there. So you know what? I'm going to buy out Age Corp and this. Actually, I'm going to buy all this again. That cost us a lot of money. But I'm going to buy out almost all of their shares there. And then let's also take a look at... We own that one. We own that one. We own all of that one. I like that. Okay, that's fine. We bought a lot of shares there. We might end up taking over some of those companies, which is fine. We're currently waiting for August. Now that it is August, we will release this. Yes, I would like to market it. I would like to market it everywhere with Marketing 1. Can do that for now. Start campaign. Go. Let's see if CAF on your phone, our first forte into the phone market. We'll see if that actually ends up going anywhere. We've never released an operating system for the phone. We could look at releasing an operating system for the console as well. That is something that we could look into doing. CAFOS Plus and CAF Editor are still making so much money. It's crazy. Jeez, look at that. CAF Editor 3D has made $53 million, which is why I'm not at all worried about the 2D editor that we just put on there. We highly recommend CAF on your phone with that capital R there. It's brilliant. How is that doing? That made almost $1 million right off the bat. I don't know if that makes it a success yet. Let's go by release date here. CAF on your phone. Yeah, it's made $300,000 profit. We spent less than $1 million making it, which is good. So that's going to continue to work there. And everything is looking pretty great. They marketed it as much as they can. The marketing team is doing fantastically well. I'm going to move all the marketing stuff down here to the bottom there. You see that circle comes up, even though you have to right-click to get rid of it. It's real annoying. And I really wish it wouldn't do that, but I guess that's fine. We finished designing CAF Editor 2D. Let's develop that. Let's assign that to... Ooh, I think everybody's working on stuff. I'll assign it to Programming 1 for now, but I'll reassign it in a second once we take a look. So, Programming 3 are working on that. Programming 1 are working on that. Programming 2 not working on anything. I think they were probably working on CAF on your phone. So we'll move that over like that and we'll get that in development as well. I also want to see how well CAF Sims does. That's our first game that we've really put a lot of marketing into, even though the marketing did stop kind of prematurely just because we'd marketed it as much as we possibly could. But, yeah, everything is looking pretty good right now. I'm not quite sure if we can just sit back at this point and the stuff will just work out on its own. It looks like my lead is back now. So he is here. We can no longer educate him on project management or human resources, but at the same time, stuff's not being reallocated. I mean, I guess there's nothing that the design team could do here, but they could start working on something else, and the Design 2 team could also start working on something else. I'm not quite sure if I'm doing something wrong in that regard, and that's the reason why they're not doing stuff on their own, but I was kind of hoping that the design team would start designing new stuff automatically. Like, Design 2 are not doing anything right now, I don't think. Yeah, they're just sitting around here, and I kind of wish that, you know, everyone would just start to do stuff on their own. But it looks like that is just not the case. So I guess we'll develop that and we'll unassign it from the design team because we really don't want those guys working on that at all. And now we have both of our design teams who are not doing anything. But I think, much like with the programming team before it, and yes, I will accept all of these, I thought my new guys were going to work on... I thought they were going to work on this. Let me look at this. It says no to project manager. It says none of them have a project manager and none of them have HR. Do I have to, like, actually assign him as the HR role? In some way, like if I change his role, I can't change his role to human resources. Employee details, maybe? I don't really know if there's anything I can do here. Like, I've taught them all how to be human resource guys and also project managers, but they just seem to not be interested. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure at all, but I'm going to leave my design team not doing anything just yet because I would like them to start working on a new VR game as soon as the new CAF VR engine is up and running, and I would also like to see how well CAF Sims does, because if CAF Sims does really well, we might make a sequel to that and make that VR, but we might also just, you know, not as well at the same time. We might just scrap it altogether if it's a failure. The quality's outstanding. Let's go ahead and release, or we'll promote it. It's going to release in January, which, you know, in the real world is not a particularly good time to release. People usually release in November or December, but, you know, we might be like no competition if we release in January. You know, we have all the competition if we release in November, whereas in January we might be just free of competition. But here we go. It's almost done. They're almost done with the bugs. They are done with the bugs. Let's release it. I would like to market it absolutely everywhere. We'll have Marketing 1 work on it. Boom, start campaign. And we'll see that they think it's a success, I bet. Let's have a look. Software. We highly recommend CAF Sims. Who knew? Who saw that one coming? I don't know how much it's made. CAF on your phone's doing pretty well. CAF Sims, it made 3.8 million in its first day, which is crazy. I'm going to stop CAF OS Plus, not because it's not making money, but mostly because it's using up our team's resources. Let's develop that. Let's promote that. And we'll wait until that becomes outstanding before we promote Gear VR Engine. All of these guys just not doing anything right now. It's crazy. But we're almost ready to release CAF 2D Editor. CAF VR Engine is almost outstanding. Everything is looking pretty good. And we're worth over 219 million, which is kind of fantastic as well. CAF Editor is still making a ton of money. CAF Sims made more money in its second month, which is crazy. We will release CAF 2D Editor. We'll advertise it everywhere. We'll get marketing too on that. Yep, start campaign. We're almost done with CAF VR. We will promote that to beta, get those bugs ironed out, and then once those bugs are ironed out, we will of course release that and see how well that does. I'm hoping, because this contains like our proprietary patented technology, that we will make a lot of money on this, but we'll find out. We'll have both marketing teams working on it. I want a real big push for the CAF VR editor that we have there. I'm guessing they say it's good. They highly recommend it. They shot gaming with VR. We totally did it. We're amazing. The CAF VR engine's made a little bit of money. That might pick up more as time goes on. Maybe if we port it possibly to newer operating systems and stuff like that. It looks like CAF Sims has been the biggest hit of recent times. Look at that. It made 11 million, which is good. Puts it up there in the top 5 most profitable piece of softwares ever. CAF 3D Editor is now definitely our most piece of profitable software at almost 100 million in profits, which is crazy. The CAF VR engine is doing okay. It probably will become profitable, but it's not like it's going to blow any doors off. Let's have a look. CAF VR engine, yeah, it's slightly profitable, but I think the real money in the CAF VR engine is that we could develop a VR game that would be like the first VR game, and I think that's where the money's going to be from developing that, which is kind of why I thought about making it an in-house thing. How is CAF 2D Editor going? CAF on your phone's doing well. CAF 2D Editor might have actually been a bust. Yeah, I mean, it lost 222,000. It's still selling. I think it will creep over the profit line, you know, just into the positive slightly, but it probably wasn't a fantastic piece of software for us. But again, it might save us money in the long run if we don't have to pay other people to use their softwares. But with that, guys, I'm going to end this episode of Software Inc. There, we now have our 2 new buildings. Look at this guy. Oh, I like this new building. I like the little layout here. I like how it's not the same as we've always had. I kind of like it. It's May of 2012. We have $234 million. Things are still going well. We've released a bunch of softwares. We don't have as many fans as we used to. We were at 1-point-something million fans not so long ago, and we've kind of lost a couple of those. We should probably work on getting those back. But like I said, with that, guys, I'm going to end this episode of Software Inc. there. As always, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to like. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time.